hush fell on the crowd. Come on in, we're just waiting on everybody to make their way in and grab a seat. We're amongst friends in here, just relax. It's going to be some great announcement. Everybody's excited about it. Sitting on the edge of their seats. You're sitting on the edge of your seat, man.
Wait to hear about it.
I know, I can't wait to hear about it. So, we're going to go ahead and begin with our program. Good afternoon. I am Leah Boland, and I'm here representing the Coleman Area Chamber of Commerce, and I get to be the MC for this very exciting event this afternoon. We appreciate each of you being here for this announcement. At this time, I would like to ask Pepper Hoover, and I know she's here right there, to come up and provide our invocation and pledge. She's with Wallace State. Pepper?
Thank you. Will you please join us as we pray? Lord, we're so thankful for this opportunity this afternoon to come before you and have a country that is free to develop business that will serve our citizens and also provide jobs for our people. We're also thankful for the state of Alabama that gives us resources so that we can educate our citizens, particularly in the healthcare field, that we've been so blessed with the resources that we need to develop quality healthcare providers. And today we particularly ask a blessing on this new endeavor that this company has come to the state to provide a service and also to provide jobs for our people. So we just give you thanks and ask your special blessing in the name of Christ. Amen. Would you please stand? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Pepper. Appreciate that. Well, we're thrilled that each of you could be here this afternoon for this announcement. Before we get started, we have a few special guests that we would like to recognize. Of course, I think you're all very special, but there's a few that we want to call by name. Representing Senator Jeff Sessions' office, we have Lisa Montgomery. Representing Congressman Robert Appholt's office, Jennifer Butler-Taylor. We have our state delegation here today, Senator Paul Bussman, Representative Corey Harbison and Randall Shedd. Thank you for being here with us today. Also, representing the Alabama Department of Commerce, we have Ted Clem, the Director of Business Development, and April Gray, Project Manager. Representing the Tennessee Valley Authority is Stephen Moore, Manager of Lending and Incentives, and Joseph Birchfield, Regional Development Specialist. North Alabama Industrial Development Association President Brooks Crockey and Vice President Cindy Burns. Representing AIDT, and Dale told me to put this in here, the best workforce development program in the country, Ed Collier. Representing the two-year community college, Annette Funderburg, Workforce and Governmental Affairs Officer. The Honorable Kenneth Nail, Mayor for the City of Hanceville. Hanceville City Council members. Chairman Kenneth Walker, representing the Coleman County Commission. And I saw that Carrie Watson, Associate Commissioner, is here as well. The Honorable Max Townsend, Mayor for the City of Coleman. Coleman City Council members, members of the City ID Board, members of the County ID. We also have Dr. Vicki Karlowicz with us today, President of Wallace State Community College, Sandy Danford, Chair of the Coleman Area Chamber of Commerce, as well as other Chamber of Commerce board members. And finally, we have a few special guests representing our announcement today, and we look forward to hearing their introductions in just a few moments. So thank you all for joining us. So it is now my honor to introduce today's special guest for this announcement, and that is John Richmond, CEO of our representing company. So John, if you would like to come forward.
Good afternoon. Thank you all. Thank you for showing up here today. It is a pleasure to be here speaking with all of you to share some exciting news. My name is John Richmond, and I am the CEO of Sequence Health. We are a healthcare IT and services company based in Atlanta, Georgia. We were founded in 2004 and have grown into one of the leading providers of patient engagement solutions for the healthcare industry. I'm proud to be here today to announce that we are opening a new healthcare contact center here in Coleman, Alabama. We evaluated several potential locations across the Southeast, but after careful consideration, concluded that Coleman was the right location for us. Throughout the search process, we were impressed by the caliber of the Coleman city leaders and the quality and the passion of the people that live here in this community. They made it really an easy decision for us, and we are thrilled to put down some roots in this wonderful community. The plan is to move into a new 15,000 square foot facility that is to be constructed in Coleman Industrial Park number 3. Our goal is to be in the new building by August 1st, 2017. While the building is under construction, we will operate in temporary space on the campus of Wallace State Community College in Hansville. In fact, today we have 24, or I think now 25 people operating on the second floor of the Bailey building down the street under the direction of Brian Malone, the director of our contact center. I want to take a minute to recognize Brian for all the hard work that he has put into this project to ensure its success. Working under a tight timeline, Brian and his team have hit or exceeded every deadline along the way. I feel very good about the team that we have in the Bailey building, and Brian deserves all the credit in the world for making it happen. We expect to create 128 new jobs over the next 5 years, spanning nursing, patient navigator, and management positions. These individuals will help provide exceptional medical care for the patients of our customers, which are hospitals and physician practices located across the country. Our employees will provide best-in-class patient care by triaging symptoms, managing prescriptions, scheduling appointments, verifying insurance coverage on behalf of our clients. We as a company are passionate about simplifying and streamlining every patient's healthcare journey, and we are confident that together with the fine people of Coleman, we will achieve our goal of building the best boutique medical contact center in the country. I want to take this opportunity to recognize a handful of people and organizations that are helping this vision become a reality. First, I want to thank the state of Alabama and the Alabama Department of Commerce for their help and support in getting Sequence Health to Coleman. Next, I want to thank the Tennessee Valley Authority, which is assisting with our relocation and training effort. I also want to extend a hearty thank you to Wallace State Community College, and in particular, Dr. Karlowitz, who has been extraordinarily supportive and accommodating to our team during this transitional phase. We appreciate the effort of everyone from Wallace State and the role that they have played in getting us up and running smoothly. You all have been tremendous to work with and wonderful workers. I also want to say thank you to the Coleman Economic Development Agency, the Coleman Industrial Board, and all the local government leaders who have helped bring Sequence Health to Coleman. You all have been hospitable and welcoming since our first meeting, and your passion for Coleman and your commitment to the success of this project were major factors in our decision to move here. And finally, I want to thank Alec Leith from Bradley Arant, Bolt & Cummings, who has represented us throughout the search process, provided sound advice every step of the way. We appreciate all the hard work you put into this project, and we want you to know how happy we are about the outcome. So again, it is an honor to be here today to announce our move to Coleman, and we look forward to a long and successful relationship with this community. Thank you.
Thank you, John. That's exciting. You know, your investment in the Coleman area is a strong testament to your commitment to our community, and we look forward to a long and lasting relationship with you and your company. Today, we also have representing Governor Bentley is Ted Clem from the Alabama Department of Commerce, of which you mentioned a moment ago. Ted, you and April have been a tremendous resource for Coleman, and we're glad that you could join us today. And so if you would please welcome Mr. Ted Clem.
Well, it is a great day, and I'm the lucky one to get to come celebrate on a day like today, but I understand that all the hard work took place many, many months ago from the amazing team that we have here at Commerce and Coleman area as well. April Gray did a fantastic job from our office in helping direct this project, and Peggy Smith and her team always does a great job here in Coleman, so congratulations for this. But we really want to congratulate you on your decision. We're very proud that Sequence Health can call Alabama home. We're proud that you're here and the jobs will be created here. And we wish you nothing but success. You success is not happening in a vacuum. A lot of people are involved with that, and we recognize that all economic development projects are a team effort, beginning with the economic developers that I mentioned, the city and county officials who make such important decisions here locally, our state legislature and the amazing work that they do, making Alabama the most competitive state in this nation to do business. So it's a wonderful day to celebrate all across the board. But to honor this and commemorate this occasion, we'd like to leave you with a token of appreciation for this day. If you'd like to come on up and accept this. This is the official seal of this great state of Alabama, and we'd like you to hang this somewhere in the office where it can be visible. This is a handcrafted item here, made locally in the state of Alabama. We're very proud of these. We're more proud of your company and what you're doing here locally. So on behalf of Governor Bentley, I'd like you to accept this as a token of our appreciation. Thank you.
I think the mayor's asking, where can I get one of those? Thank you, Ted. We appreciate your taking time to be with us. Most importantly, we thank you for your leadership for job creation for the state of Alabama and all that you guys do over there. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce a friend of all of ours here, and that is Senator Paul Busman. We're so fortunate to have you representing us in Montgomery, and we'd love to hear a few words from you if you come on up to the podium.
On behalf of the Coleman delegation, Representative Shedd, Representative Harbison, and Representative Henry, it's an honor for us to be here today. It's another good day in Coleman. I've always wondered how people choose a place like Coleman. How do you go in the whole southeast United States and find a place like Coleman when there's so many good places to go? And the details that happen and end up with you being here in Coleman are awesome. I think one of the biggest things that we have is the state does a tremendous job. Commerce Department, AIDT, ADECA, they all do a wonderful job giving Coleman the opportunity to secure a company like yours. And then we've got a local group that's unbelievable. We've got a workforce that's second to none. There's no competition in the state of Alabama with our workforce. I believe that and will always believe that. Many of you may not know that this job or this announcement almost didn't happen because we didn't have existing building space. This company needed existing building space. They needed to be up quickly. Most communities would have thrown their hands up and said, okay, we're out, but not Coleman. And thanks to Dr. Karlowitz and Wallace State Community College, they are so progressive, they are so innovative. They do so many things in this community that people don't know about. And this is just one example of what Wallace Community College has done for Coleman. And without their help, we would not have been able to make this announcement today. We're so excited for you. We're looking forward to working with you. Our goal in this community has always been to make every employer successful. And that's our goal. We will make you successful. If there's something we can do that will help you, you can call on any number of us, and we will make sure it gets done. If there are issues that you need to have taken care of, please, by all means, contact us, and we will take care of those issues. Because it's our goal to keep you here, to make you successful, and to help you expand as fast as you can expand. And for the delegation from Coleman, again, it's an honor to be here, and I appreciate the community college system. They have been very forthcoming in grant money, and Annette Funderburg, I know she's here somewhere, has done some tremendous things with the two-year college system. We're very fortunate to have that system in the state. We need to fund that system. We need to keep that system growing. And so I congratulate you. I look forward to working with your company more, and I'm excited to have you in Coleman.
Thank you, Paul. We appreciate everything you do for Coleman and for your continued support. Now I'd like to bring up our comedic acts. Did you tell me to say that, Kenneth? Yeah. I think you did earlier. You didn't think I would do it. We have Mayor Max Townsend, the Honorable Mayor Max Townsend, and the chairman of the county commission, Kenneth Walker. They're going to come up in just a few moments. And are y'all going to come together here in a minute, or
Yes,
to the
ma'am.
podium? Y'all come on up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Wallace College. I remember the last time standing up here, it was to dedicate this facility. And I referred to Wallace College as the Hope Diamond. And it still is the Hope Diamond, because it gives hope to so many people, like your company, John. You need to move from Georgia, relocate here. You've got that invitation. But it's magical when we come to Wallace College, when you think about what it means not only to this community, but across the state of Alabama. There's a great facility. And when you come together and you form a partnership, it creates synergy. And this is what this is all about, what you were talking about, Senator. This is create synergies to get you here and to help you relocate. And we appreciate the jobs that you're going to create. And we've had synergy before with the ID boards, the county and the city working together to form these corporations and work with these corporations, not just to get them up and started, but to continually check with them and see what they need. We're always available. And so Peggy and her department, I thank you for all the work that you put into this and your efforts. You've done a fantastic job. The ID board, the city ID board, thank y'all. Would y'all stand up, please? I know we've got several here. Sequence Health is going to be a fantastic tool in the medical profession. I spent 35 years in pharmaceutical sales. This is an IT company that's actually going to have direct contact with the doctors and the nurses. But what is so impressive is they will have contact with the patient, narration with the patient, and that's wonderful. Congratulations. We wish you the best, and anytime we can help you, let us know. Thank you.
Well, I'm here to brag, Mr. John, about us working together. The county works together, the city works together, the ID boards work together to bring companies like you here. And first of all, I just want to say you picked the best county in the state of Alabama to build your new business. We work contingents together. Let me tell you about one project we worked together, the City of Good Hope, the City of Coleman, Coleman County Commission, and the Chamber of Commerce worked together for 2 years and got a project completed. It was over a $20 million project, and the company's been wanting it for 11 years, and we spent 2 years on it and got it done. So we worked together to build Coleman to be the best. And we want to thank you for choosing Coleman County for your business, and I know you're in good hands with Wallace State being here, and we're just proud to have you. And thank you.
Next up, we're right here in your city, Mayor. Mayor Kenneth Nell, Mayor for the City of Hanceville. I know it's going to be hard for you to limit what you're going to say because there's so many great things going on here in Hanceville, including Wallace State. But come on up here and tell us a little bit about Hanceville and maybe share a little bit about what y'all got going on and talk about the joy we've got here with Wallace State.
That's exactly why they wouldn't let me come up here with Chairman and Mayor. Y'all didn't hear what he said right before I walked up here. He said, we're going to annex Wallace State. I was thinking about cutting him, but I didn't want to get the blood. No, seriously, Mr. Richmond, Mr. Blum, I want to tell you, this county, we work together. The mayors, we have a monthly meeting. Chairman, commissioners, we meet, we talk. We're kind of unique in this county because we share in revenues in this county. You buy something in Coleman, Hanceville gets some of the money. You buy something in Hanceville, Holly Pond gets some of the money. It's kind of a unique situation in the state of Alabama. So Coleman's busting the seams. They do a wonderful job. And, you know, our folks here are just wonderful. They, I don't think you're going to have any problem about folks showing up to work. I think they'll be here. You know, and that's sad. And y'all say, hey, that's kind of out there, but it's not. You have very many employees at all. Sometimes it's a problem getting people to show up to work. So I think in this county, I think you're going to see that folks is going to come and give you a good day of work or a good day of pay. And, you know, we're just so proud of our employees and our citizens. And let me tell you something, I get to brag all the time, because Wallace State is in mayor, the city manager. So we're so proud of that. And Dr. Carswell, she's just great, and I think, there she is. I'm going to brag about her. Listen, her job is to, I tried for over 5 years to get this whole campus in the city. This woman drives a hard load. But that's her job. That's exactly what her job is. She needs to look out for Wallace State, like I need to look out for Hansville. But we're so uniquely tied together in this county. I don't know any of the mayors that dislike each other now. They might.
I'm not.
They've never told me, commissioners, anything. But we really all get together. If there's a problem, and Coleman has a lot more resources than I have. So I call the mayor and he helps me. Some of these smaller cities call me and I help them. So that's the way we work in this county. So one thing I will say, I'm not going to ask you, even though you live in Georgia, I'm not going to ask you to say Roll Tide or War Eagle, but I will ask you to say Go Lions. You know, Wallace started out with just a couple of little buildings out here up front, and I remember my daddy was on the Hansville ID board years ago, and my daddy came home. My dad's been gone for about 9 years. And I remember my dad coming home one time years ago, and he said, you know, that Wallace State's going to be a big deal one day. Well, guess what? Wallace State's a big deal. Wallace State's a big deal, not just to Hansville, not just to Coleman County. We have students, I think, that drives from several counties around into here. So we're very proud of Wallace and what it's become. And #1 nursing program, as far as I'm concerned, #1 everything, #1 junior college in the nation. So with the #1 president, and I will ask her to come up here, Dr. Vicki Krowitz, and I'm supposed to introduce her.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to our campus. We are delighted that you're here today to share in this important event with us. And John and Brian, I welcome you to our community. We are just delighted to have played a very small role in your decision to locate here. We had, a number of conversations early on, and if you'll remember the day we were sitting in Peggy's conference room, and I offered to show some space to you, and somebody said something about, well, if it would work, and I said it will work. We'll make it work. Somehow we will make it work, and so I'm so glad that we were able to do that to ease your transition here more quickly. And Brian, there's a house for sale across the street from me, and I've already got your name on it. But to hear that a company like Sequence Health will bring at least 128 more jobs to our community, good paying jobs to help people support their families and advance economic prosperity here is important. But I'm especially pleased, Peggy and Dale and all of your team, that the contribution to the diversification of our job base. That's important for every community, and I'm especially proud that we've been able to accomplish that together, and I appreciate your leadership in doing that. I want to say on behalf of the Chancellor of the Alabama Community College System, Jimmy Baker, and our Board of Trustees, I'm just delighted that we're allowed as a community college the flexibility to do things differently, in terms of partnering and job development and incubating companies, and just being able to say, I'll give it a try, and let's see if we can make this work together, and we've been able to do that. And Ed, I thank you for the grant that you were able to help us secure to provide the seed money to help accomplish some things here. And Senator Bussman and Representative Shedd and Representative Harbison are always supportive of Wallace State. Senator Bussman has been on the trail now we're about to head in our 3rd year to try to find some funding so that we can have a permanent space to always have an opportunity to incubate businesses, because that's what we should be doing here in our area and doing more of that, and I appreciate the support for that initiative. I love the way that the mayors and the industrial development boards and the city councils here work together for the good of this community. It makes us stronger together. And I just want to introduce somebody else to you. You know, I get to be the face of Wallace State, and I'm very honored to have that opportunity. But you know, I rely on the folks here to get things done. And I checked today. I wanted our IT guy, John Wilbanks, but he's home in the bed sick today. But Eddie Castleberry, I want to introduce Eddie to you. Eddie, stand up. Eddie's our electrician, and we called on him. And he harnessed all those tables together, ran off those wires, and I never had to think twice about it. Eddie, I want to thank you for making this day possible. And when you finish this meeting today, you have a nice reception for you that's prepared. It's a dessert reception prepared by our culinary students. Now, I think Ryan has had an opportunity to partake of some of their preparations down in the cafeteria on Wednesdays, and we're very proud of what our students are able to accomplish here. You know, partnerships for the community colleges in this state are so important, and the support of the legislature enables us to do that. Partnering with Ray Howe for their Ray Howe Academy, or the Coleman County Board of Education for the Fast Track to Industry partnership that we have here on our campus, or sponsoring apprenticeships that are funded through a tax incentive the legislature appropriated this past year, or finding funding for incubating and entrepreneurship and innovation in our community. We couldn't do it without the support of our partners, and so we thank you for that. Congratulations again, Sequence Health. We're glad to be here, and I promised you would never have a problem filling your jobs, and you won't. Thank you again.
Never doubt that. You will not have a problem filling those jobs, I can assure you. You know, as I was sitting there thinking, Dr. Krolowicz, about all that Wallace State is, and I was thinking, Mayor, what you said, your daddy said, that one day that Wallace is going to be something. And, you know, I'm a product of Wallace State. I went here my first 2 years. Wallace State makes a difference in people's lives from the beginning, and now going through the career tech and the career opportunities offered by you through Wallace State is just a true testament to me of your vision for Wallace State and our vision together as a community about where we want to go. So that's very exciting. Thank you so much. John, to you and Sequence Health, thank you again for choosing Coleman. You know, Colemanites believe in working together. I don't know if you got that from everybody today, but we did. And so we look forward to working together in the months and years ahead. You know, working together almost sounds cliche because we say it a lot. But really today is evidence about what can happen when people come together for one common purpose for the entire community. Partnerships work, and the partnerships that came together today are giving people jobs. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And I would be remiss if I did not mention that really Peggy Smith, Dale Greer, and their staff, they've been a champion from this project from the very beginning. And we appreciate all that you've done to put the collaboration together to make this a success. And so just wanted to acknowledge all the hard work once again that you've done. So as we celebrate, as Vicki said, we're going to have refreshments. You have to eat what the culinary students prepared. It would be that delicious chocolate. Are you saying chocolate? So it's a time of fellowship, celebration for each of us to get together. It's going to be in the foyer directly behind you, and we are officially adjourned.